you will be totally mesmerized to know this man. You do not have to go after any motivation video if you read Gramsci. Anyway, I am continuing. Now the Gramsci anyhow was continuing in his life. Now you know Gramsci, what kind of the person he used to look like. Because of one accident, he has been fallen from the stairs. His body has been get shaped into some kind of the hunched dwarf size. Hunched dwarf size. That means that Gramsci was like this. You see my hand, Gramsci was like this. The man was like this. And until he has lived, that man was like this. You just try to imagine. Then after some time, with some state scholarship, that person has went for the education, and from there he has taken the job of journalism. Gramsci was from the very first, because irrespective of all the adversities in his life, from the first day Gramsci's pain was very sharp. His mind was full of ideas, and obviously the influence of the thing in every philosopher discussion we are discussing, the mind, the influence that used to be there with every philosopher, that the prevalent situation. He belonged to Savinara, on remotest place of the Italy. From there the people used to go for work to one nearby place. The name of the place was Turin. The name of the place was Turin, where the Fiat company establishment was there. Fiat, you have heard the name, the car. So that actually has become the breeding ground for Gramscian ideology. That actually has introduced that man with the Marxism. Because you are reading something in a book, but you do not have some practical experiences, then the thing is not right. So the person in whose vein the things are going on, the blood, belonging to the subaltern class, terrible childhood, terrible younger age, living on the mercy of the state. So where the so big industry will be there, obviously there the oppression, your labor differences, labor discontent against the industrialist, obviously will be there. Gramsci has started to make himself enter there. Still he was going with the job of journalism in Britain. He used to write about their causes, their deprivation. In this way Gramsci was living. And with his pain and the frequent visit to the place, he won the heart of the people, I mean the laborers, and they elected him as the leaders. You are not going to believe how he used to address the people there, because he was like this. Right now he was like this. So when you are addressing one gathering, that time it will not be possible for you to reach to, because everybody wants to see you, the leader. So Gramsci used to stand over one car or that kind of the place, and in this way that the thing used to come out. That is Gramsci. Now the thing, when the Mussolini has came to the power in Italy in 1922, by that time Gramsci was the undisputed leader of the laborers. This Mussolini is telling everybody who has used the Marxism, but later on has been turned into the person of fascism. So in the year 1928, he has been sent behind the bar. He has sent behind the bar. Mussolini identified him that one unquestionably powerful brain. An unquestionably powerful brain Mussolini identified, and he rewarded him with the sending to the jail. Now you are sending someone in jail, obviously the court system will be there. And when in the court, you have to prove the charge. You are not going to believe what the public prosecutor has uttered. Because no charge. What you are saying? Nothing. That person has not done anything. He just speaks. That public prosecutor uttered in front of all the jurists. For 20 years, listen again, for 20 years we must stop this brain from thinking. For 20 years we must stop this brain from functioning. And he has been sent behind the bar where he spent the rest of his life until death. You see the power of the brain. When you are not finding anything, Mussolini has said an unquestionably powerful brain. And as a result, he is getting the punishment. And in the court paper it is coming out, the public prosecutor is saying that how to send that man behind the bar. For 20 years we must stop the brain from functioning. By staying in the jail, he used to write the things in the diary, simple diary. And later on those things came out in the form of the prison notebooks. If anybody want to read this thing I have, you can read. Just simply that person used to scribe. Another thing I should mention, so prison notebooks, in the prison notebooks everything is there about the Gramsci. So as his health was not good, the tortures and all the things used to happen. So later on he has been got developed with one kind of the pancreatic cancers and the TB. The authority was so feared that they even didn't allow him to be treated. Because it was too risky to take a Gramsci to the hospital because the crowd will be there. Whatever the force of coercion you are going to be installed there, it is not maybe, must be the huge number of the crowd are going to snatch him out. He didn't get the minimum treatment. And finally, and a lot of offer has came in front of him to get rid of his ideology. At least write something to satisfy Mussolini, but he never did. Are you getting the similarity between Socrates and the Gramsci? In between, something more than 2000 years difference is there. But people lives with the ideology in this art. Maybe you do not know the story, but somewhere, maybe the minuscule number, but people are living. Even the body has not been handed over to the family. And you know that what the family actually means. The person has been got died. So finally, what happened? That after your death or that kind of the things, the authority make the things handed over, the remaining things of the deceased person. They make the things handed over to the family. So his father didn't leave anything. So he was a worst father to his children and worst husband to his wife. So whatever in the box they have packed, now they came with the things and put the things over the bunker. They never didn't open because there was no money or that kind of the things. Then the discussion about Gramsci has started here and there. And one point is that Gramsci used to write in the Italic language. So Gramsci couldn't reach to the people, and there was no question of reaching because the Mussolini within the jail, everything used to happen. So search has been started about Gramsci, especially after the Second World War. During the 1970s, the person is getting died in the 1937, in the 1970s. As he used to be one journalist in the Britain, and somebody has started to inquire that what has been get left by the Gramsci, and then his son showed the things. He asked for the permission to wrap it up, and he has given okay, it's okay. And from there the prison notebook came out, and the group of persons were awakened to see that what kind of the art it is. And then it has been got translated in the English, and Gramsci has reached to everyone. One person who was having so much potentiality on the real sense, but during his lifetime he didn't get anything, and in the 46 years he has been got died without any treatment, without anything, but he never compromised with his ideology. So try to learn from Gramsci. So here we are entering into the Gramscian thought. So that is Gramsci. Now another person I should mention, so I have written here that in the draft, Antonio Gramsci, 1891, 1937, 46 years. 1928, sent to prison. Mussolini came in power 1922, an unquestionably powerful brain. For 20 years we must stop this brain from functioning. Now the contemporary of Mussolini was Stalin. He was in Austria-USSR. From him we are going to get some idea about what this fascist actually thinks about the democracy. You see, this is the solution to all problems. No man, no problem. Mind, try to read the mind of one autocrat or fascist. It is enough that the people know there was an election. The people who cast the votes decide nothing. The people who count votes decide everything. A single death is a tragedy. A million deaths is a statistic. To try to look at India at present, try to read the words of the Stalin. I am not going to say more than that. So that is the Gramsci. Directly we are entering into the theory of Gramsci. Gramsci has been got inspired by, in the note first page you see, four name is there: Karl Marx, Lenin, Croce and Machiavelli. The thing is there, the first draft that has been get sold. The Gramsci is opining that the real source of power is ideological. This is Gramsci, not military, right? Real source of power is ideological, not military. Ideological power, how it runs? Through the power of attraction. Military power with the power of coercion. Power of attraction means what? I am trying to make it lucidified. As for example, I am going with one ideology. I am promoting some religion. I am giving the new definition of the religion. So, being the subject or the citizen, whatever may you are, you will not feel any kind of a pressure or coercion. And heartfully you are going to join. In this way, I am going to get the access the mind of the people. It attracts. It attracts. Military, mainly by the police force, you are sending someone jail, you are raiding some place, you are confiscating property. In this way, you are saying you have to give the vote to that person, so and so. So at this end, now some people slowly but steadily people will turn against you. But this thing is long durable. Long durable. Is long durable. So to Gramsci, the thing is coming in this way. The alliance takes birth within the people through the power of attraction, alliance. Then from the alliance, manufacturing consent. Then war of position. That means you have reached to that particular threshold to take all the claim of the power, and if you are confident about your war of position, then war of maneuver. So that is Gramscian idea. In this way the thing happens. So to him, ideological power, because of the ideological power, in this way they give birth to the civil society. And in this way, with the manufacturing of consent, they establish hegemony. That means the means is soft power. I already have said about the soft power and hard power. Hard power is the police, military. This soft power, your language, your religion, church, these kind of the things, right? Soft power. So automatically the power of attraction is going to work and hegemony is going to be get established.